Blessings one and all. It is with great honor I stand here today among such a dedicated group of people. I want to express my gratitude to Grace Hill Bible University and the Victorious Living Foundation led by Dr. Nicole Francis Cotton. Dr. Francis Cotton is someone I deeply respect, not only for her hard work as a certified holistic health coach, but also for her unwavering commitment to improving lives. Guess what? VSR too is in the profession of improving lives. For this reason, we did not hesitate to collaborate with Victorious Living Foundation on this important initiative, in particular for this sensitive topic of suicide, that will be addressed from different perspectives. Suicide is a silent crisis that impacts individuals, families, entire communities. Suicide is on the rise in our community, with the most recent victim only 14 years old. As Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, it is my responsibility to help break that stigma. We must understand what brings someone to such despair and work together to providing hope and support. By raising awareness and having open conversations, we can save lives. With regard to the participants in this masterclass, based on conversations and their professional backgrounds, I can state with confidence the knowledge and commitment in this room have the power to change lives and strengthen our community. Your efforts are building a future where no one has to face their struggles alone. Let us remember that suicide prevention is a shared responsibility. It is something we all can contribute to as family members, friends, and community members. Together, with God's guidance, we can create a network of love, support, and understanding. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
I am Minerva P. Warner Hughes, a master's degree student at the Grace Hill Bible University, and I will be presenting today on substance use and abuse as it relates to suicide. The human spirit employs many coping mechanisms when in distress and attempts to find various means of release. One such means is substance use, which could further lead to substance abuse. Substance use is a known risk factor for suicide attempts and death by suicide. Between 43 and 65 of suicide attempts and completion are estimated to involve substance use. The statistics here are for the United States, as local statistics are not yet available. Considering the increase of death by suicides in St. Martin, the lack of statistic is alarming. Let's have a closer look at the correlation between suicide ideation and substance abuse. Substance use and misuse is exceedingly common and has numerous implications, both individual and societal, impacting millions of people around the world, whether directly or indirectly, every year. We're going to look at alcohol. Alcohol influences suicidal thoughts, suicidal attempts, and death by suicide. The use of alcohol has been estimated to be present in 30 to 70% of those who attempt suicide and 80 to 66% of those who die by suicide. It is believed that alcohol intoxication leads to death from suicide, as intoxication increases impulsivity, aggression, and psychological distress and inhibits cognition, thus creating a mixture of circumstances in which suicidal thoughts are more likely to be acted upon and the cognitive ability to cope with adversity becomes limited. Studies have shown that intoxicated individuals and those who drink heavily are more likely to use one or more lethal means of suicide, such as firearms and hanging. Drug usage plays a prominent role in death from suicide. Among treatment-seeking individuals With any substance use diagnosis, 40% report a lifetime history of suicide attempts.
Yeah.
According to the data from the 2010 National Violent Death Reporting System, opioids were found in 20% of the suicide descendants, marijuana in 4.6%, and amphetamines in 3 to 4%. The use of multiple drugs have been shown to be more predictive of death by suicide as opposed to the use of a specific drug or class of drugs. Individuals who attempt to die by suicide tend not to use their drug of choice in these acts. The implications of substance use and misuse. Substance use and misuse carry numerous potential repercussions. Societal substance use and misuse consequences exceed 4 billion in crime, health, and lost productivity. It has significantly impacted the occupational sector as well. Substance use and misuse have been correlated with both higher rates of absenteeism and workplace injuries. Those who engage in substance use and misuse often have a higher rate of unemployment, which can result in lack of access to treatment services, contributing to increased stress. Substance use and abuse also have a negative impact on intimate partners, such as increased responsibility and navigating unpredictability. It also correlates with the intimate partner's violence. Furthermore, substance use and misuse are a significant risk factor for suicidality. Finally, the numbers of U.S. adults with comorbid substance use disorder and mental illness is almost 8 million, with only about 5% receiving treatment for both. Concurrently, treating both is very complex, challenging, and expensive. This can be more problematic given the lack of healthcare access for a large number of Americans. This experience is no different here on St. Martin. Life may not turn out the way we would want it or anticipated, but substance use or abuse, although tempting, is never the solution. If we dare to look again, hope again, we will realize that life is worth living and we can try again. Because broken crayons can still color. My citation is taken from Liz H. Gold, MD, and Richard L. Fairson, MD, the American Psychiatric Association, publishing textbook of January 13, 2020, Suicide Risk, Assessment, and Management.
Thank you for taking the time to watch the previous enlightening presentation from Grace Hill Bible University, St. Martin Campus's Suicide Assessment and Prevention Masterclass, themed Igniting Hope in Our Community, Preventing Suicide. We are extremely grateful to the Honorable Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, Mr. Richard Brooke, and his cabinet for agreeing to collaborate with us. This masterclass was presented by the students of the Master's Counseling Degree Program of Grace Hill Bible University, St. Martin Campus, both as a public service and as part of their grade for the course, Introduction to Suicide Prevention, Assessment, and Treatment. I am Dr. Erna Mae Francis Cotton, the chair and developer of Grace Hill Bible University's Counseling Degree Program for the St. Martin Campus, in collaboration with Victorious Living Foundation, of which I am the visionary. Victorious Living provides personal and professional development tools to transform families, relationships, youth, individuals, and organizations through coaching, training, counseling, retreats, workshops, and conferences. Let me briefly share about Grace Hill Bible University so you understand the mission and vision of the university. Grace Hill Bible University equips men and women for Christian living and Christian service worldwide. Its vision is to bring glory to God and hope to the world by preparing students for Christian service. GHBU is accredited by Global Accreditation Association for Biblical Institutions, which is authorized by the state of New Jersey. The degrees and programs offered either meet or exceed the New Jersey status. The university was founded by its president, Dr. Aldanza Ambrose. The dean of the St. Martin campus is Dr. Orlando Wilson. So who am I? And why do I qualify to be able to develop and teach a master's level counseling degree program? Well, I co-developed the grief counseling course for the Bachelor of Science in Social Work for the University of the West Indies. I graduated with honors from the University of Tampa in 1995 with a BA in psychology. I earned a master's in counseling with emphasis in marriage and family therapy from the Oral Roberts University in 2000. I was awarded an honorary Doctor of Divinity by Grace Hill Bible University in 2006. I'm a certified success coach with the International Coaching Federation, a certified lifestyle prescription health coach, and emotional freedom techniques practitioner. I also obtained specialized certification in trauma therapy and have been successfully providing therapy and coaching locally and internationally for the past 25 years. In short, I am a master therapist who helps my clients to transform their lives. Several years ago, I was asked by the Dean of Grace Hill Bible University to teach a biblical psychology class. And while preparing to teach that class, I did some soul searching and admitted to myself, too many people in our societies are emotionally, psychologically, relationally, and spiritually challenged. As a result, our families and communities are experiencing dysfunctional and unhealthy relationships. I determined that if I am truly to help our students make an impact on our island and the world, they must be equipped to meet people where they hurt most and have the necessary skill set and mindset to transform their lives. Consequently, I set out to design and develop Grace Hill Bible University St. Martin campus's counseling degree program. I'm delighted to share that we've had several pioneers who graduated from the program and are making a difference on St. Martin and in the world. Our classes are offered online through our virtual classroom. Therefore, anyone from around the world is able to access our courses. We provide the curious learner who has a passion to counsel the fundamentals of counseling to be able to address the growing needs and challenges in our societies. Courses include Christian counseling from an African indigenous perspective, utilizing energy psychology in counseling, effective counseling techniques for transforming the lives of children, young people, and families, which is being offered this semester. The fundamentals of marriage counseling, counseling ethics, suicide assessment, prevention and treatment, spouse abuse, a treatment program for couples, effective grief counseling, counseling practicum, counseling internship, and more. Last semester, our deep dive focus was suicide assessment, treatment, and prevention. Our island has experienced the tragic loss of precious souls over the past several months due to suicide, which has sent shock waves in our community. Our hearts go out to the families who have been directly affected by these deaths. It is therefore absolutely imperative that as a nation, we are aware of the signs that someone is contemplating suicide, and that we have the necessary tools to support and encourage them to find better solutions to their challenges. Therefore, this course serves such a need. Together, and I mean together, we can transform the health of our nation through education, and we can prevent suicide. by igniting hope in the hopeless. Thank you for your attention, and together let's take care of ourselves and each other and transform our nation.